After working with so many new Etsy print on demand sellers, there is one area where I see most new sellers really struggling, and that is with design. Welcome to week 3 of the Etsy Summer Shop Challenge. Today, we are going to be diving into all things design, but keeping it simple. Now, before we jump into that, I am so excited because today, not only are we designing, but I actually have samples of the products that we are designing today. And I am so excited to share those with you. Now, in week 1 of the Etsy Summer Shop Challenge, we decided on our focus for this summer for our Etsy shop. In week 2, we dove into actually how to research and find what products and designs are in demand for our customers. Now in week 3, we are diving into some simple strategies that you can implement today for your Etsy shop when it comes to design. Hi, welcome back. My name is Emily. I'm a busy mom of 2 rocking the summer hairdo right now because we are in the midst of the chaos of summer break. And that's why I'm so excited to bring you this challenge. This challenge this summer is based completely on my research of studying new Etsy shops to figure out what is working for them and how you can implement it in your own shop in just a few minutes every single week to keep your shop growing, even if you're busy traveling, running your kids to camp, taking vacations, whatever it might be. Now, one of the reasons I love talking to you all about designing is because I started my Etsy shop with 0 design experience. I had never even designed anything besides a PowerPoint or a slide deck for my job. And so being able to share with you the actual tips that work for me and for other new sellers in my community, the Gift Lab community, is so important. Now, before we dive into the design portion, I did want to share with you the 2 samples, and I am going to be giving you a closer look at the designs once we get those done. I recently received 2 blanket samples from one of my favorite print partners that you can find on Printify called Pick the Gift. They sent me a Sherpa style blanket and also the velveteen microfiber blanket. Now, I have been incredibly impressed with these samples. I ordered these 2 for my daughters, and I cannot tell you that they have literally not let them go since we received them. And when we opened the package, I was so impressed by the quality of the print on them. So clean, so sharp. The saturation looked fantastic. And also just the softness of both of these blankets. The Sherpa has a really soft Sherpa fabric on the back of it, which you can select from 3 different colors. And then the velveteen microfiber has a white back to it that is super soft. As I mentioned earlier, my kids have seriously not let these go, so I really cannot recommend them enough. All right, let's dive into the design portion of this. And I want to really jump right into the practical tips here. Now, when I first started my Etsy shop, I thought I had to be this really great graphic designer. Sometimes I would look at other people's listings and think, I don't know that I could ever do that. But what I soon found out is that you don't have to. And simple can often be the best selling design formula for you, especially if you're coming into this without any design background. You really have just a split second to get a customer's attention. And that's why keeping something simple, clean, and professional can really get their attention, as opposed to trying to add too many elements, too many fonts, too many graphics, too many colors. That's often going to deter people away. So today we're going to look at how I created this design for these blankets, and then also my secret recipe for being able to create more high quality listings without the extra work. Now, before diving into the design of this product, one of the most important things to do in your research, which you would have already done, is look for popular design styles. The 3 photos that I've put here on the screen are from best-selling listings. Now, of course, rule number 1 is we never want to copy what they're doing. What we want to do is look at best-selling listings and take elements. We want to look at what things seem to be trending amongst these best-selling products. Now, we can see here, these are just 3 individual products, but I really liked the simplicity of these designs, and I realized that they had a few things in common. The first thing was stripes. So stripes is definitely in right now, and you can see just by these 3 products in different product categories serving different niches that stripes are very popular. I also noticed that kind of this handwritten script font is doing really well also. And then also keeping it simple with the graphics. We can see here on the teddy bear blanket that they have one simple graphic in the middle of the blanket with the customization below it. And with this strawberry teacher shirt, they just have one kind of strawberry that they've scattered around a couple times, and that's it. So I really like the simplicity of these products. So what I wanted to do in this process was be able to take these elements and put them together for my own customer. Now, for today, based on my research, I wanted to create a dance blanket, a custom dance blanket. So you can see here that I got a frame. And again, you can see up here in the teddy bear blanket that there's a simple frame around this where the teddy bear and the name are. And I really like that kind of design detail. Of course, I never want to copy that. So I looked for something I knew I was designing possibly for a female customer or girls and teens. So I wanted to find something that was a little bit more feminine leaning. And then I also added the stripes in the background because, again, stripes seem to be doing really well. The last thing I did was add a super simple graphic and also a customized name in kind of a handwritten type of font. So you can see my blanket design looks nothing like these designs. But what I've done is looked for the patterns on these best-selling products and carried them into a design of my own. And so that is going to be a recipe for success because, again, you're taking these trending elements, you're putting them in your own design for your own unique customer, and then you are able to create something different, fill a gap in the market. Do something different, but that is still leaning on what is selling and what is working for Etsy buyers. Now, from here, I want to show you the method that has completely changed the trajectory of my shop. When I started selling on Etsy, I had a full-time job. I had two very young kids at the time. So my time was pretty limited. And what I realized rather quickly was that some of these best-selling shops were using what I called design templates. Now, in my video where I recently broke down how new shops are making big sales, I showed you how these new shops are using design templates over and over and over again, but just changing out small graphics, changing out words, and then they are having best-selling listings without having to create brand new designs every single time. So I'm going to show you an example of what this looks like. Okay, here's an example of a shop that's only 8 months old and they have made over 6,000 sales already. And you can see that a lot of their products are using very simple and similar design templates. You can see, for example, these bachelorette banners and koozies have stripes in the background and arch. They're using kind of the same exact format and even fonts and just changing the colors and the graphics for the theme. You can see they have a few of those and they're using similar fonts, similar stripes, similar ideas, and they're able to lean into that so that they're not having to reinvent the wheel every time. Now, here's another example of a shop, and this is a different product. So maybe you're not selling blankets or koozies or any of those things, but you're looking at something like candles. And in just several months, the shop has made almost 3,000 sales. And you can see that their listings, their designs are using the same exact design over and over again, but just changing out the wording to match their customer. And this is such a powerful strategy because this is how you can use your time more efficiently. It's not about trying to get out as many listings as you can. It's about trying to create high quality listings and using your time most effectively. Hello, we're in the summer. This is busy season. This is a time where we are running around doing all the things. So the time that you do have for your Etsy shop, you want to make sure that you're able to use it to the best of your ability. Back here over on Canva, we have my original design here. So as I explained, we started with these inspiration photos and we were able to create our own unique product. Now, for the second blanket that I ordered it for my other daughter who is really into art. So I was thinking about girls and kids who are interested in art and what would be appealing to them. And what I was able to do is simply take this design and then be able to change the colors, change the graphics, And boom, a whole new design, a whole new blanket, but with only tweaking just a couple small things. Now, I'm going to do one here live with you just to show you how quick we can actually make this. So, what you can do on Canva when you have a design that you've already created is I want you to look at that and I want you to first duplicate that page. So, you have everything already in place here. Now, the next thing I want you to do is look at your focus. Who are you focusing on right now in your shop, and look back at your research to see, what design elements are working, maybe compile some of your inspiration photos. Now, let's say we are focused on sports, right? We have dance, we're kind of looking at hobbies and sports, and I'm really more focused on like girls and teens. So these would be gifts for them. And I'm going to simply redesign this for a volleyball player. I personally play volleyball, so that's always one of my go-tos. So I am going to go to Canva and just type in volleyball. And the first thing I'm going to do is look for a graphic that I feel like coordinates with this. All right. And in just a couple minutes, I have added a volleyball and also added a bow element to it just to kind of tie in that more girly design style, and left everything else pretty much the same. I tweaked the colors just a smidge. Now you can always change the colors to match who you're targeting. And what's even better is after this, I could simply just replace the volleyball with different sports. So let's say I wanted to do a softball next. Okay, and so we hunted for a graphic that would work here, and you can see we've changed it out now for a softball, and we can continue to do this even with other hobbies, sports, etc. Now, outside of just making your design process so much easier, the other thing that this helps with is getting your listings up more efficiently. And I want to show you one of my very favorite tools to use, which is called Anywhere POD, and why that can help also speed up the process. And again, no, this is not to get a million listings out there. That is never the point of this, but it's being able to use your time most effectively. It's being able to take back some of your time to do things like researching more, designing more, as opposed to spending hours and hours and hours listing your products. Now, I'm going to show you quickly how Anywhere POD can make this process even better. So you have your design template, you haven't reinvented the wheel with your design, and now with Anywhere POD, you can use their rapid lister tool amongst all of their other tools, right? I use this every single day in my Etsy shop. It's where I create every single one of my listings now. And with the rapid lister, you can have all your details in place, your pricing, your mockup selected, etc. And with the rapid lister tool, you can simply upload the files of the other designs. So let's say you want to upload those other blanket designs, and it's going to keep intact all of your listing details. And then you're able to just make those tweaks, but it's going to automate your mockups. It's going to keep all of that information. So that way, not only are you saving time on those design templates, it's then helping you make the process so much more efficient when it comes to actually listing them. Because I don't know about you, but one of my least favorite things of doing print on demand is kind of these logistical details and having to get it listed. I have so much fun designing, so much fun researching, and then it comes to listing and I kind of drag my feet. So this absolutely helps with that process. So all you'll do is you'll choose your files. And one thing I love is here on the screen, you can actually go ahead and edit your title, your tags, anything that you want to edit here. And once you've done that, you'll hit submit. All right, so we have added our designs here, and you can see now Anywhere POD has generated those mockups, the pricing, everything. And all we have to do is make a few simple tweaks and push it over to our Etsy shop. And if you are interested in trying Anywhere POD, I will link a special link below where you can get 30 days free to test it out. And also, if you are interested in trying Pick the Gift through Printify or through Pick the Gift directly, I will also include a link below for you. Okay, so this is a summer shop challenge. So of course, I have a challenge for you this week. And my goal for you this week is simple. I want you to take a pre-existing design that you already have, and I want you to simply tweak a few things to make it a new design for a customer type that you selected that you're going to be focusing on this summer. I want you to be able to not feel like you have to start from scratch and be able to build on what you already have in your Etsy shop. Now, if you are just starting with print on demand, then I simply want you to focus on creating a simple design using inspiration from the research that you have done. I would love to hear what products and niches you're going to be focusing on in the comments below. So feel free to let me know. I'm excited to see that. And also, don't forget if you are interested in selling blankets, which are a huge best-selling product on Etsy, I will link how to access those below through Printify. In next week's video, week 4 of the Etsy Summer Shop Challenge, we are going to be talking all about how do we optimize your listings in a really simple but effective way. We're talking mockups, we're talking SEO, and everything in between. I can't wait to see you then. I'm Emily, and I'll see you next time.